my persuasive speech. Picture a scene in a high school cooking class where the students are asked to make French fries. During the frying time, the buzzer sounds that they are finished. However, one student, a young girl, does not hear the sound and nearly causes a fire because her fries are burnt as they were left in too long. This is an actual scene from the TV show Switched at Birth, where a deaf student named Daphne takes a cooking class at a hearing school. This show also includes an actress known as Marlee Matlin, who plays the mother of Daphne's best friend, who is also deaf. In reality, Marlee Matlin is also an activist for those in the community. In this speech, I'm going to be talking about how difficult it is for someone in the deaf community to obtain and retain a full-time job to be able to support themselves just like anyone else. The first thing that we are going to talk about is the lack of opportunities that they are available in the workforce to the deaf or hearing impaired. According to the CDC website, last updated on September 16, 2020, about 61 million adults live with some kind of disability, and of them, about 5.9% of them are deaf or hearing impaired. This makes up for over about 3 million who either cannot hear or have difficulty hearing. Deafness or hard of hearing is considered an unseen disability. According to the research done by the National Deaf Center in 2019, only about 19% of those who were deaf obtained at least a bachelor's degree, compared to 34% of those who were hearing. Of course, more and more of those who are deaf are attempting to pursue higher education, because even though a person cannot hear, that does not mean that they are not able to think or learn. Many of those who are deaf or hearing impaired are quite smart. However, this is often missed by many companies who are hiring. Gallaudet University, which is a college for the deaf, as of 2021, does offer many bachelor's degrees, including sociology with a concentration in criminology, social work, and even public health. However, that does not always encourage a company to bring on a person who is deaf. With a minimal accommodations, a deaf person can perform most jobs almost as well as a hearing person. However, many companies or even employees of companies would not agree. ADA.gov, related to the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, indicates that an employer is not able to discriminate based on a disability. Even during the interview process, a deaf person should be accommodated with an interpreter. The next thing that we are going to be talking about is that both our government with many companies can help provide a solution to this problem. The solution to this would be, if the government and more companies would agree, is to allow and encourage more of those in the deaf community to participate in the workforce. SHRM.org suggests provided more access to accommodations for those who are deaf or hearing impaired, to encourage them to participate in the workforce and promote inclusion. Something as simple as speaking solely during a conversation would be to the benefit of all and provide better forms of communication during a discussion. RIT.edu provides suggestions on how to communicate with a deaf employee. For example, making eye contact at all times so that they can see your lips, speaking slowly and clearly. And if there is more than one person, make certain that only one person talks at a time. Companies can even provide an interpreter as if needed. Lastly, we're going to point out how even a person who is deaf can still have skills that would benefit a company. When talking about the benefits of hiring a deaf person, hearinglikeme.com provides a few. First, a deaf person is said to be adaptable, as they would need to be all the time depending on their conditions. They also offer a unique perspective which may be needed when adapting a product or service. This can, with a broader option for certain products or services and the potential to market them to the deaf community. Even some in the acting industry have seen the benefits of including a deaf person. For example, verywellhealth.com did a piece on an actress named Deanne Bray Kotzer, who played the real-life deaf FBI agent Sue Thomas, who was also deaf. The fact that one of her accommodations was that she had a hearing dog not only helped her with her job, but also helped the show. The Times of Israel.com did an interview in August 2021 with deaf actress and activist Marlee Matlin regarding her most current movie, Coda, meaning Child of Deaf Adults. The movie was about a family with hearing parents, although more and more of the deaf community are getting into acting. This career is not for everybody. For example, NAD.org shows deaf attorney Howard A. Rosenblum as CEO. SpeakEasyStage.com, September 13th, 2013, also talks about actor James Caverly, who played a patient in the TV show Chicago Med, and he was born deaf. These are just some of a few in the deaf community that, even though they are deaf, have been able to contribute to and benefit society with their skills. To conclude this speech, we should all remember that the deaf and hearing impaired are people too, and they also have skills that they can contribute to many companies, that they also deserve a chance to show what they can do and not just be brushed aside. Thank you.